Hawks win! Hawks win 5-4 in a shootout. Yeah, shootout wins. I really don't count as true that as being a true 5-4 game because it's a shootout. It's not full. It's not an actual goal to win it. It's a special team special. It's just penalty shot to win it. Hawks win over the Buffalo Sabres, but in the second period, the Hawks did sit back. I have to say that to let you guys know if you were not watching it. It was a fun live stream again with you guys tonight to watch for the Blackhawks, and I appreciated who came to see it. Tonight's game was a fun one, being the fact that we got a win. Yes, we got a win, but it is a shootout win. And we did see some players who score some goals that are kind of unlikely tonight. For the Hawks, for instance. Well, this season, what I'm really saying. Going into this game, we came in off of a 2-game losing streak to LA and San Jose, and we wanted to come in and win on our home ice, which they did. To have beat the Sabres, it's a good thing. The Hawks power play did not show up to play at all. I have to admit that. They did not do anything to help themselves in winning this game. Overtime was a fun overtime. I'm just going to talk about that after all the goals category. And shots on net, though, here we go. It was basically ridiculous. In the first period, it was about even. It was 14 to the Sabres, 16 to the Chicago Blackhawks. Good first period, right? Second period, we get it even on shots on net for each team. 12-12, Hawks and Sabres. In the third period, the Hawks outshoot the Sabres 10-8. And then in overtime, there was a total of 12 shots on net. Yes, 12 shots on net in overtime and no goal in overtime. Wow. 5 shots for the Sabres, 7 for the Blackhawks. And one really close opportunity for the Hawks to win it in overtime from Brandon Saad. He hit the post. But the Sabres took it up like with the last 12 seconds remaining in overtime. Took it up and got like 4 shots on net. Corey Crawford stoned the Sabres there. And in total shots on net, 39 to the Sabres, 45 to the Blackhawks. 3 stars of the night. I'm going to do it right now. From your Blackhawks, Buffalo native, number 88, with 2 assists, Patrick Kane. And from the Buffalo Sabres, with a shorthanded goal, number 4, Zach Bogosian. He had a good game, I have to admit that. And then in the first star of the night with 2 goals, Artem Anisimov. Yeah, already had his best game in a long time. So let's go to the goals of the game. In the first period, at 16:01 in the first period, to give the Hawks a 1-0 lead over the Sabres, scored by number 2, Duncan Keith. His 4th of the season, assisted by Taze and Kane. And then we are not done scoring yet. In the first period at 18:26 in the first period, scored by number 15, his first of the game, Artem Anisimov. That is his 12th goal of the season, assisted by Dominic Cahoon and Buffalo natives Patrick Kane. So in the second period, as I said, the Hawks sat back, but we managed having the same amount of shots on net. How? But this is what happened. At 3:16 in the second period, Sobotka scores his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Jurgensen and Thompson to make it a 2-1 Hawks lead. And they are not done. At 4:39 in the second period, to tie the game up, 2-2, Brandon Montour scores his 7th of the season, assisted by Wilson and Bogosian to make it 2-2. Then we go to the go to 6:45 on the shorthanded unit from the Buffalo Sabres to make it a 3-2 Sabres lead, scored by Zach Bogosian. His 3rd of the season, assisted by Rodriguez. Then we go to the 3rd period to get his 2nd goal of the game, scored by number 15, Artem Anisimov. His 13th of the season as well, and this was unassisted. But we gave up the tie game at 7:20 in the 3rd period to make it a 3-4 Sabres lead. Kyle Poso on a 2-on-1 break scores his 11th goal of the season, assisted by Rodriguez and Sherry to make it 4-3 Sabres. But at 7:57 in the 3rd period, literally 37 seconds later, scored by number 11, Brandon Perlini. His 8th of the season, assisted by number 19, Jonathan Toews, and number 68, Slater Cuckoo, to give the Hawks a tie game, so we force overtime. This overtime was back and forth, shot after shot, 12 shots on net. Ridiculous. Who would have expected an overtime to do that? And we go, and no goals were scored in overtime. We go to a shootout. To start the shootout off, your captain, number 19, Jonathan Toews, takes the puck up, goes wide, and he breaks Carter Hutton and scores to make it a Hawks lead in the shootout. But Jack Eichel is up for the Sabres. He takes it wide with his shot, comes in center, and he slaps it past Corey Crawford. Good shot by Eichel, I have to admit that. But Buffalo's native Patrick Kane, number 88, is up next for the Hawks. He takes it up, goes wide, comes in, stick handles, and goes backhand and flips it past Carter Hutton to give the Hawks the lead in the shootout. So we go to the Sabres' next shooter, and why am I blanking on who went up? Oh, here we go. For the Sabres, if he could tie it, they can potentially force it to the Hawks having to score. Sam Reinhart takes it up. And then Corey Crawford flushes the pads and makes a big save by Crawford. So the Hawks have a chance to win in the shootout. They put up the cat, Alex DeBrincat. He goes in, he stick handles, and breaks Carter Hutton and win it for the Chicago Blackhawks. So, as I said, this game was a well-won game, back and forth hockey, and the Hawks win this game. Takes from tonight's game, the Hawks need to work on their power play a lot more because they've, in my opinion, have become predictable. And with this big win, we take it, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe. I know you enjoyed the outcome. Hawks win 5-4 over the Buffalo Sabres in a shootout. And most of all, let's go Hawks!